There, I'm going to show you how to cut your inventory items out in Photoshop. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into Photoshop, and this is the home screen. You're going to want to go into Open. Now this is where you're going to want to select the inventory item that you want to cut. So make sure you have that saved onto your computer. And then this is going to pull up this screen. So this is one of our inventory pieces. I will make a note here. This process is so much easier if you take your inventory items on a white backdrop. So if you do completely white, so white backdrop here and then white floors, this makes this process so much easier, but I'm going to show you how to do it with some additional inventory like background items. So what I like to do first is I like to crop any unnecessary space. So again, I just selected the crop tool and I'm just going to cut this down. This is going to save me some time when I'm going to cut the inventory piece. So just get it to as close as the inventory item as possible. And probably get this side a little bit closer. Don't cut anything off, and then hit enter. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select this magic wand tool. So that's right here. If it's not right there on your Photoshop, you're gonna wanna look for the magic wand. So click that, and then you're gonna hold down Shift, and you're gonna start selecting the backdrop. So this one's gonna be a little bit tricky because it's picking up some of the inventory item, but I will show you how to deselect that. So anywhere that the backdrop is, you're going to click, make sure you are still holding Shift. If you unselect Shift, then it will only allow you to select one part of the backdrop. So as you can see, it's picked up some of the bar, so let's fix that. So you can unselect Shift here, and then you're gonna go up to let's see, select and click inverse. So this is going to basically inverse the image to be selected on the bar instead of the background. So from here, you're gonna go to select and mask, and this is gonna show you what has been cut out. So anything that is red is going to be removed. So what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to go up to this size indicator and this plus button and start to add back in the pieces of the bar that were picked up. So I'm just going to click here. This brought back some of my backdrop. That brought back some of my backdrop. That will happen, but we can fix it. So just get all of that back in. Anywhere. Okay, I think the bar is good. Then we're going to do the negative, and you're going to click back on those white spaces. You don't have to hold down Shift here, you can just click these little areas. You can zoom in to see. This is again where the white backdrop is much easier because Photoshop can quickly identify that that is not what you want. You want to make sure that you get all those little pieces. So this was a concrete floor, so there is a lot of areas. So what I just did there was I hit Command Z, and that just reverted back. It undid the step that I had just previously done. So if you want to do that, you can. Now this, I'm taking off the front part of the bar because for what we're going to use, you don't really need that three-dimensional shape. You could get really technical and try to avoid that to have the 3 dimensions, but for this example, I'm not going to do that. And then we're going to get these sides. Okay, now I knew that was probably going to happen, so I'm just going to have to be really careful here. It's trial and error for sure, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. So now I'm going to hit OK. So now, as you can see, the bar has this line through it. So here's what you're going to do now. You're going to do the selection tool or the move tool, and it's going to cut out the bar. So it's removed it from the background. So here you are going to hit Command C, which is just basically copying this image. You're going to go up here and you're going to do a new document. It's going to pull up the clipboard, so it's going to adjust the document size to be exactly the size of the bar. And this isn't the important step. You're going to want to make sure that the background is transparent. That's really important. You're going to hit create and then Command V, which is paste. And there you go. Now you have your bar with a transparent background. So to save, you're going to want to go to Save As, save to your computer. You're going to want to save this as a PNG file and name it whatever you want. So bar cut. You're going to save that. You can save it in whatever file size. And let's see. And now it is a bar with no backdrop. And that's how you do it.